Hello guys. Now I'm going to be working on cowboy baked beans today, and this is going to be good for any kind of picnic you're having, Memorial Day, 4th of July. You're going to want these beans, and I'm going to show you how to do it. Come on over here, I'll get you started. We're going to cut up and saute some bacon, and all I'm going to do, I'm going to do the whole pack at once. It's going to be a greasy mess. Oh, not a problem, because what we're going to do is just kind of cut this into kind of rough, thick pieces, because we're going to fry it in a pan and crisp them up, like really crispy. And I'm going to saute onions and peppers in the grease that this is going to give us. But I'm going to cut this whole pack like this, and I'll check in with you in just a second. Alright guys, we are over here. I've got my bacon cut, and I'm just putting it all in the pan, and this is going to take a little while to cook and get this bacon crispy. I've got the stove on about 7, but that's going to take a little while to cook, and we're, like I said, going to get it crispy, and I'm going to put it over into a little bowl because that's going to go in the beans later. But I want a lot of this fat for my onions and my peppers that I'm going to saute down, because I don't like them crunchy in my cowboy beans. And I'll check back in with you in just a little bit. Welcome to Jason's kitchen. Now guys, you saw earlier I fried bacon. I drained it. It's right here, and I can guarantee you that's delicious. But here's number 2 in our step. We've got onions and peppers, and follow me, and we're gonna sing and dance and skip our way. Got hot grease from the bacon, and I know that's shaded and you probably can't see it very good. But we're putting all these delicious onions and peppers right in that bacon grease. And I have my handy dandy spurtle, and what we're going to do is just saute this until the onions and the peppers are very translucent and soft. And I know there's a lot of grease in there, but the onions and pepper, there is a lot of grease, right?
That's a lot of grease.
Well, I want to make sure I had enough.
Oh, okay.
And if it's too much, I can pour this through a strainer. But you're going to want some of this bacon grease to put in our beans, which is the next process. But this is going to cook probably 10 minutes or 15 minutes, because I don't want them crunchy. And come up here with me, guys. To you parents that have kids that hate onions and peppers, if you cook up onions and peppers and make them not crunchy, the kids won't know it. Because I hated them when I was a kid, but now when I cook, I'll use onions and peppers and cook them up, and they're delicious. I just hated the crunch of it in foods. But I'll be back with you in just a moment. Come in close, come in close. Guys, you're going to take 4 small cans of pork and beans, or 2 large cans of pork and beans, or, you know, not that brand, whatever you want. Got an old-timey can opener, because we like old-timey stuff. So boom. They're right, Cher.
Yeah, that was given to me from my granny.
Yep. So every time we use it, and I mean we use it a lot, it makes me think of her grandma, which is awesome. And you're gonna scoop out the old beans. If any beans are ornery, you shake the can, and they're gonna say, okay, we're going. And now I have my 4 cans of beans. You're gonna take 1 cup of brown sugar. That's a lot of brown sugar, but that's what's gonna give it sweetness. And I do this in little stages. I go ahead and mix this together. Get that kind of stirred up. Make sure there ain't no huge chunks of brown sugar in there. We're looking pretty good. I'm gonna go ahead and pop in Mr. Bacon. Now, I've still got my onions and peppers on the stove sauteing, So I'm gonna cut this video here, and I'll show you when I add my onions and peppers here in just a second. I still have to brown my meat. All right, guys. Now I'm gonna go ahead. I've drained my onions and my peppers, and this is the pan. There's still a little grease from that bacon. I'm still working with it, and I'm gonna brown off this hamburger meat in the same pan. So we're just building layers and layers of flavor. And I forgot to mention earlier, all of this is gonna be going into our crock pot. And woof, that's close. Here's our onions and peppers. And those are gonna be cooked up. Your kids are not gonna know there's onions and peppers in it because they're not gonna crunch. And oh my gosh, this is coming together so good. So it's in a crock pot. I did forget to mention that, but this dish is not gonna top your oven at all. It's gonna cook for
4 hours.
Yeah, 3-4 hours. Look how good that looks. And we still got to add our hamburger meat here in just a second. But my goodness, looking good. And I still got barbecue sauce, which that actually reminds me. You almost let me forget. And it calls for a regular bottle of barbecue sauce. And I only have
Biggest bottle.
the 40-ounce bottle. Literally 40 ounce. So I'm going to go about half of this bottle. So we're just kind of guessing. That felt like about half of that bottle. Oh, look at that. And that's about the color that you're wanting. I believe that was about half that bottle. And like I said, we still got to add the hamburger meat, and then these are going to cook for 4 hours, and it's going to get kind of thick and would you say syrupy, sort of?
Yeah.
Like they're going to be baked beans, but you're fixing them in a crock pot, and gosh, they're going to be good. Can't wait. I'll show you here in just a second when we add the meat. Be right back. Hello, guys. Sneaking in on me. So I've cooked off my 1 pound of hamburger meat. It's a little heavy, I think. Nobody ever complains if it's got too much meat. Now you can fix this without any meat whatsoever, but I do 1 pound of hamburger meat. Now my wife was reminding me, Sherry was, this is good for 4th of July or Memorial Day.
Yeah.
And you can fix it early in the morning, so you don't have to like worry about waiting last minute to cook it. Or you could have it ready the night before. Just don't put it in the crock pot and turn it on until, you know, about 3 or 4 hours before you want it. So you should give them a thumbs up. Now we're gonna slide this over. You don't want to drip grease, guys, gals. Oh, look at that.
And girls, guys, don't forget to plug in the crock pot and turn it on.
Yeah, we've made that mistake. We've made that mistake before, but it is what it is. Now, look at this.
That's where the magic happens.
This is officially the done product. It just needs 4 hours to kind of marry all the ingredients together.
Yeah.
Now you could eat it right now and it would be delicious, but 3 to 4 hours now is the magic time. Once you fix these beans, they're going to be your favorite beans. You'll never want other beans.
We got a lot of requests for these beans.
Yeah, cookouts. Just like I was bragging about my deviled eggs, after people have these, they want me to show up with this or the deviled eggs or both.
Yeah.
And that is the honest truth. Oh my gosh, that looks so good.
It smells amazing.
Boom. And it'll sit there for 4 hours. Please, guys, like, comment, and subscribe. We forget to tell you that all the time. But if you like our cooking, like our goofy nature, join us all the time. We're uploading videos constantly. Love you, bye. Alright, guys. This is our cowboy beans or barbecue beans. We're going to turn it down on low. It's been cooking for 3-4 hours. Whoa, jeez. Gosh. Look at that. It's boiling, bubbly.
Wow.
Good Lord. That smells pretty good. You catching a whiff of that?
Yeah.
Okay, now. This is scalding hot. And when I say scalding hot, it is scalding hot. I'm scared. You ready, Sherry?
Uh-huh. Burn your taste buds.
Mmm. Oh my gosh.
Is that good?
Have you tried it?
No, I ain't. Well, I mean, I was just licked spoon when I started.
Edit that. Just kidding. We're only eating these.
It's only me and him, I mean.
Oh my gosh.
So as good as you remember, you ain't made these in a long
I
time.
made these in years. Those are delicious. I really hate to brag on myself. Here, zoom out a little bit. Hold on, zoom out. See this?
Uh-huh.
Good job, Jason.
Yeah, I always loved your beans. Those are
Man.
cowboy beans.
Those are good. Holy
those-
cow.
On the table when you're having a holiday or a picnic.
Guys, those are so good.
And you only had, what, a pound of meat, pound of bacon, green pepper, an
Got a
onion.
Pound of meat, pound of bacon, barbecue sauce, onion, green pepper,
Brown sugar.
1 cup of brown sugar. That was it, right?
Yeah, pretty simple.
It's fairly simple, but you got to follow it in the order that I did it because it kind of builds the flavors.
It does.
And man, those are delicious. Bye bye.
Bye-bye.